Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into how specific, evidence-based home modifications can completely transform aging in place. We're talking about shifting it from a daily struggle into a solid foundation for independence and life satisfaction. We all want our homes to be our sanctuaries, right? But as we age, our physiological needs change dramatically. A space that was once perfectly comfortable can suddenly become a maze of physical barriers. So today, we're going to look at the hard data and architectural guidelines that show us exactly how to design for dignity. Let's jump right in. Here's our roadmap for today's walkthrough of an adaptable home. We'll start with independence and life satisfaction, move into ergonomic seating and spine support, then cover safe bedroom and transfer lifts, hit bathroom safety and seated bathing, and finally wrap up with empowering the aging in place. Starting off with Section 1, Independence and Life Satisfaction. So you might be wondering, why do these physical architectural tweaks actually matter so much for our emotional well-being? It's really easy to just think of grab bars and ramps as purely mechanical fixes. But as the research clearly highlights, they're profoundly psychological too. The quote we have here gets right to the core of it. When older individuals face mobility restrictions in a home that just isn't built for them, their physical dependence skyrockets. They lose the ability to do basic things for themselves, which leads directly to social isolation and a really heavy sense of loneliness. Adopting a home is quite literally a medical and psychological intervention all rolled into one. Moving right along to Section 2, Ergonomic Seating and Spine Support. Let's step into the living room for a second. Think about how many times a day you just naturally sit down and stand back up without even thinking about it. But because bones become more fragile and muscles weaken over time, older adults actually support their entire body weight on their furniture through holding and pulling movements just to stand up. That makes ergonomic seating an absolute necessity, not just a nice to have. A well-designed chair is a crucial tool for safe and ergonomic back care. It distributes weight properly, which, by the way, is essential for pressure sore prevention for the elderly at home, and ensures the user isn't straining their spine every single time they want to read a book or watch some TV. This graphic brilliantly illustrates how ergonomic design goes way beyond physical comfort. It's like a giant puzzle where spatial organization and equipment design are directly linked to a user's psychological need to feel safe and secure. When a chair's layout is ergonomically sound, it literally reduces the fear of falling, and that reduction of fear is exactly what brings back a person's confidence to just move freely within their own living room. Next up, Section 3, Safe Bedroom and Transfer Lifts. Okay, heading into the bedroom. The primary goal here is to securely bridge that physical gap between the bed and the bathroom. For anyone dealing with severe mobility challenges, a ceiling-mounted transfer lift is an absolute game changer. Safe transfers using ceiling and mobile lifts completely eliminate the dangerous manual lifting that causes severe back injuries for caregivers and painful spine strain for the elderly. Plus, by smoothly transporting someone directly to the bath, we drastically reduce skin friction, which plays a huge role in overall skin hygiene and pressure sore prevention. But hey, even if you don't have a mechanical lift, the broader bedroom setup still has to be optimized. A standard bed is usually way too high or way too low, forcing some really awkward bending. An adapted setup focuses heavily on bedroom positioning for spine support, keeping the mattress at the optimal height. Toss in emergency bells placed at both floor level and standing height, plus touch-activated lamps on easy-to-reach nightstands, and boom, you create an environment that responds to the user's needs rather than fighting against them. Which brings us to Section 4. Bathroom safety and seated bathing. Statistically speaking, the bathroom is one of the most dangerous rooms in the entire house due to incredibly high fall risks. That is why precise clinical measurements here truly save lives. Before we even peek at the shower, the baseline requirements are super strict. 0 floor thresholds. You need non-slip floors that actually maintain their grip when soaking wet, and a 150 centimeter turning radius for wheelchairs. Crucially, doors have to be 80 to 90 centimeters wide and open outward. Why? Because if someone falls inside, their body won't block the door and prevent a rescue. Now, when it comes to the shower itself, there is a literal magic number for safety, 43 to 48 centimeters. This is the exact required height from the floor for a securely mounted, non-slip shower bench. Standing in a slippery shower is a massive fall risk, but emphasizing seated bathing on 43 to 48 centimeter non-slip benches allows the individual to sit easily, maintain vital skin hygiene safely, and stand up back with minimal effort. And we've got another magic number to stop back strain in its tracks: 90 to 100 centimeters. Grab bars must be installed at 90 to 100 centimeter heights, featuring a profile that's super easy to grip with just one hand. They also need to be spaced about 4 centimeters from the wall so fingers don't get trapped. This precise placement ensures the user can stabilize their core and completely avoid twisting their spine when moving from a wheelchair to a toilet or onto that shower bench. When you stack a standard bathroom up against a fully adapted one, the differences are pretty stark. We are totally ditching traditional bathtubs, which require a really dangerous step-over motion, in favor of threshold-free, curbless showers. We're swapping inward doors for outward ones and locking in those specifically measured grab bars. These aren't just minor little tweaks. This architectural shift literally turns a high-risk danger zone into a safe haven. Finally, Section 5, Empowering the Aging in Place. Let's zoom out for a second. What do all these modifications actually achieve in the grand scheme of things? The ultimate takeaway here is that installing a 48-centimeter bench or a ceiling lift isn't merely an architectural upgrade. It is a direct, powerful intervention to preserve human dignity. When we tear down these physical barriers, we actively combat the deep loneliness and depression that inevitably come with feeling dependent on others. We are quite literally building a framework for happiness and self-reliance. So as we consider the future of our own homes and the homes of the people we care about, we really have to ask ourselves, are our living spaces actually built to support our independence? Take a look around your own home today. What steps can you take right now, whether it's removing a tripping hazard, rethinking your seating, or starting to plan a bathroom remodel, to ensure your physical space will support your emotional independence tomorrow? It's definitely something worth thinking about. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.